As a developer, you constantly manage financial risk. You've likely felt the frustration of project delays eating into profits or the challenge of finding specialized civil engineering talent for a niche task. You may be paying for expensive civil 3D licenses and top-tier engineers who aren't fully utilized between projects, a common source of inefficiency. This guide is for you. We address these exact pain points not with temporary fixes, but with a fundamental strategic shift, repositioning outsourcing from a minor convenience to the core of your financial and operational strategy for land development. The conventional model of land development promotes an in-house engineering and design team as a primary asset, a symbol of stability and control. This structure, however, creates a significant and often unexamined financial liability. The core issue is the establishment of a high baseline of fixed operational costs that persist regardless of project volume or workflow intensity. A salaried civil engineer, a land planner, and the associated high-cost software subscriptions, such as Autodesk Civil 3D or GIS platforms, represent substantial sunk costs. These expenses do not cease during the inevitable lulls between project phases, such as the extended period during entitlement acquisition or while awaiting municipal approvals. This discrepancy between constant cost and variable workload is the primary source of financial inefficiency in the traditional model. Underutilization is not a possibility, it is a certainty. During these periods of reduced activity, the development firm continues to carry the full financial weight of its team, paying for availability rather than direct, value-generating productivity. The true cost of an employee extends far beyond their base salary. A fully burdened cost analysis reveals a more accurate financial picture. To a base salary, one must add mandatory payroll taxes, which include Social Security and Medicare contributions. Beyond that are costs for employee benefits packages, which typically encompass health insurance premiums, retirement plan contributions, and paid time off. Additional expenses include workers' compensation insurance, professional development and training budgets required to keep skills current, and the prorated cost of physical office space, utilities, and IT support infrastructure. Cumulatively, these ancillary costs frequently increase the actual expense of an employee by 30 to 50% above their stated salary. An engineer with a base salary of $120,000 may, in fact, represent an annual liability closer to $168,000. This hidden overhead acts as a constant drag on profitability, a fixed liability on the balance sheet that cannot be scaled down when project activity decreases, fundamentally limiting the firm's financial agility and its ability to weather market downturns. This financial inflexibility is compounded by an often overlooked operational risk, the capability gap. A small, permanent in-house team, while proficient in general site design and planning, may lack the hyper-specialized knowledge required for increasingly complex land development challenges. Navigating the permitting process in a historically sensitive district, designing a low-impact development (LID) stormwater system to meet new environmental regulations, or performing advanced geotechnical analysis for a site with difficult soil conditions are tasks that demand niche expertise. Relying on a generalist team for such specialized requirements introduces significant project risk, potentially leading to design flaws, costly rework, or extended approval timelines. This creates a difficult paradox. The very organizational structure intended to provide stability and control simultaneously introduces profound financial inflexibility and critical gaps in technical capability. To illustrate the resulting efficiency gap, consider a quantitative scenario. A senior project engineer with a fully burdened annual cost of $168,000 has approximately 2,080 available work hours per year. However, not all of these hours are billable or dedicated to productive project work. Once annual vacation, holidays, sick leave, and time allocated for administrative tasks, internal meetings, and mandatory training are subtracted, the actual number of productive project-focused hours may drop to around 1,500. When the total cost of $168,000 is divided by these 1,500 productive hours, the effective internal cost for this engineer's time is $112 per hour. This figure represents the actual cost the company incurs for every hour of productive work generated. The firm is paying for the full 2,080 hours of availability, but only realizing value from a fraction of that time. This disparity underscores the core problem of the in-house model. It forces a developer to invest in static availability, not dynamic productivity. This fundamental inflexibility is the financial trap that agile, forward-thinking development firms are now strategically dismantling. The solution to the in-house paradox requires viewing civil engineering expertise not as a fixed internal department, but as a variable, on-demand service. This approach lets developers convert the significant cost of a permanent team into a flexible asset. By engaging external engineering partners on a project basis, developers eliminate fixed overheads like salaries, benefits, software licenses, and office space, paying only for productive work. This shift frees capital for growth activities such as land acquisition, marketing, or accelerating project phases, aligning costs directly with revenue-generating tasks and enhancing financial agility. Many developers hesitate to adopt this model due to concerns over quality control, communication, and loss of oversight. However, successful outsourcing is not a blind transfer of responsibility, but a structured, managed process. Professional outsourcing firms address these concerns through clear agreements, defined workflows, and strong communication. Projects typically begin with a detailed kickoff meeting, followed by cycles of design, internal quality control, client feedback, and finalization, ensuring the client remains in control and that deliverables meet technical and business requirements. To mitigate the risks of a new outsourcing partnership, a pilot project offers a low-commitment, high-impact starting point. By commissioning a focused task such as a feasibility study, site plan, or specific design element, the developer can evaluate technical capabilities, assess communication, and build trust before scaling up. Financially, this replaces the fixed cost of an in-house engineer, potentially over $168,000 annually, with targeted, project-based fees, unlocking immediate capital liquidity. Specialized firms like AXANH engineers reduce project risk by leveraging the institutional knowledge gained from thousands of past projects. Their experience enables early identification of regulatory, design, and construction challenges that a generalist in-house team might miss, minimizing errors and delays. To ensure control and value delivery, the service contract becomes a key governance tool. It should include milestone-based payments tied to deliverable approval, detailed service-level agreements, SLAs, covering turnaround times and quality standards, and defined communication protocols. A dedicated project manager from the outsourcing team acts as a single point of contact, streamlining updates and reviews. This approach transforms an external partner into a reliable operational extension of the developer's team. Most importantly, it enables true scalability. Large, multidisciplinary teams can be engaged when needed and scaled down to zero once the project ends. This flexibility turns a fixed operational cost into a dynamic, strategic asset, boosting financial agility and allowing capital to be redirected toward growth-focused initiatives like acquisition and project acceleration. The smart money move in modern lab development is not simply about reducing operational expenses. It is a sophisticated strategy for reallocating financial risk. This approach pivots from funding salaried hours toward investing directly in guaranteed, milestone-based outcomes. We encourage you to perform a true cost analysis of your existing operational model. Firms such as AXANH engineers to propose a pilot project is a concrete action toward transforming your financial strategy and project execution. The most agile and profitable developers of the next decade will be defined by their mastery of strategic partnerships, not by the size of their in-house payroll.